So another wild thing that happened this week was so in OVW there was a show.
Yo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there was a spot where
this is
there was
pretty tough.
The ref's name is Dallas Edwards, and there's a spot that was probably obviously rehearsed at some point and was meant to happen, but went wrong. And the referee gets in the way of a diving performer and gets taken down. And
the way he lands is bad.
Yeah.
He lands, he gets hit in the face or the head or some shit by the guy.
Yeah.
Then falls down, and the guy falls on top of his head.
Mm-hmm.
So he gets the bounce off the wood knockout after a head impact, then the sandwich of the guy landing on his head with him pinned on the mat. So he just gets super cratered. And then he's literally down. So he's down, and they fucking don't give a fuck.
At first you're like, okay, he's working. And
but then everybody involved is looking at him while he has a seizure.
Yeah.
Seizure. And then going, get this guy in the fuck ring. Drags a seizing guy over to the corner. And like they're taking bumps over him and shit.
Yeah.
Dude, whatever. If I'm in wrestling school and I'm what can have been said to me to make me think that guy's having a seizure, I better not stop the match. I'll get yelled at if I stop this match, won't I? Who gives a fuck? The ref's out and he's having a seizure and you see it. And like what? It's crazy that they didn't.
They did shut the whole show down, but it just took too long for things to happen.
The second you see him seizing, you are a talent. You go, that guy's literally seizing. It's not, you've never seen more obvious seizing. Right, you've never seen, it's the most, whatever you think in your head, if you haven't seen the clip, whatever you think in your head is the most violent seizure possible you could see, that's what's happening to this guy. Yeah. And at one point, one of the talent turns and goes, that guy's having a seizure, and walks over across the ring to him to then pick him up by his shirt and drag his ass over into the corner more.
Yeah,
like get this seizure guy out of the way.
Yeah, I can't remember if he like pushed him with his foot or I can't.
At first, he just kicks him and tries to roll him over, and then he legit grabs his ass and drags him.
Yeah, there's a certain amount of time, like a number of beats, where you're like, okay, maybe he is working, and then all of a sudden,
in the very beginning,
he rolls over, and then he kind of stiffens up, and you can see his like. How his wrists are bending, and you can tell something's fucking wrong.
Yep.
And then there's another spot, guy like flips over somebody,
almost hits him.
That guy checked on him, and I think he knows something's wrong. The second he hits him and lands on him, he checks on the ref, and he's like, "Oh shit, something's going on."
Instantly, right there. If that's true, that guy's obligation is to go, no.
Yeah,
hold up, ref's having a seizure.
Yeah, from what I read, he's like a younger performer, and he was just like following.
He was just terrified and had no idea what to do.
Whoever's leading in the ring.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep. So then and that's a good point.
It's veterans.
Instantly not on that guy.
It's the veterans.
And guess who the veteran supposedly is? The guy that went over to him and kicked him to roll him over, and then dragged his ass to the corner.
Yeah.
So that his career's over.
Yeah, and not even just that. It's like anybody. Where's the rest of the staff?
Where the fuck is that? The second. So who's they're filming. We know they're filming. There's footage of it. So they're filming, which means they have some form of a gorilla position type setup.
Yeah.
Maybe not in, gorilla position or whatever, but that type of production setup. And on site, cameras on, headsets, doing the thing. Of course they do. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So if that's the case, where the fuck are any of the guys that are like Al Snow? He had to come out and make a speech. Whatever you have to say, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Because where were you looking at the monitor when you noticed the guy was having a seizure? Why didn't you get up yourself and walk right out there and go, no, ref's having a seizure, it's over? What's that about?
Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to show it.
I don't care about a speech a guy gave. I don't care. You know what I mean? Like that landing is so bad, dude.
Yeah, it's like a diving arm cross.
Okay, so he didn't land on his head. So he's checking on the
ref. He knows there's an issue.
And that's the new guy. So, of course, he's like, what the hell?
So then he does this like spot here. And you can see the ref is like, you don't know.
He's already, you can already tell.
Yeah, now
you can already tell it's wicked bad.
Right. Now it becomes an issue.
This guy gets in to try to buy time. Is that the
Yeah.
idea? Like, what the fuck?
But
Look at
you're
that,
standing
dude.
here, you're still performing, and then it's like, I don't know. This
At
is
what point
so
is
obvious.
see the guy tagging right there? Why isn't he in the ring stopping this?
Yeah.
See this guy standing up? Why isn't he stopping this? Like, what are we doing? This right here. Yeah, this guy has to never wrestle again. Ever.
Yeah. Don't
Ever.
push the guy out of the way. You're
Look
flipping him
at
over.
that. This, whoever this fucking bozo is, can never be allowed to step in a ring after this.
Yeah, this guy.
That's crazy. He took like a full 3-second good look at a guy having a seizure and was like, get him the fuck out of here. What?
yeah. And
Stop the goddamn match, bozo.
Now they're all like,
Oh,
it's
now
for
you're
real.
scared. What did you think was going on?
Yeah, this one was wild to me, especially because probably the audience was going like, "What the fuck, guys?" Like, there's
And
something
I
wrong.
get it. I get it's wrestling, but at what point did you think the ref would be going, I better sell a seizure for 5 minutes?
Right. Yeah, exactly.
What?
That's not the
Why
appropriate
would he?
sell. If anything, he would just roll out of the ring and be non-factor.
And every comment on this is going to be people, yep, insane it took that long for someone to check on the ref with 400 upvotes.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Are these wrestlers fucking stupid? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing is,
To be
it's-
fair, like you said, they're wicked inexperienced. Chances are
they probably are fucking stupid.
they
too,
probably
you know?
don't, and it isn't their fault.
Yeah.
But it's a ton of people there's fault.
But as of now, he's okay. He's in the hospital. He had like brain bleeding or something. There was like a real issue, and that's a real problem. You could die from that. So,
Absolutely,
like,
you could.
You know, at least he's doing good now.
It's good that he's doing good, but it's good luck with that shit show, Al Snow. Good luck.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
know?
tough.
I don't like that. Yeah, that's
not cool.
That's not what wrestling is supposed to be about, and it's not. I mean, injuries happen. That's
especially
not the thing.
now in this day and age.
In this
everybody
day and
knows.
age, you just do know better.
Yeah, everybody understands it's a work. It's like
You're not going to get punished by the company in any way for saying fuck the match and looking after the injured guy, because if they tried to, you'd sue them and win.
Yeah,
because
you
you can't.
You wonder how much of that old school mentality is really even a thing anymore.
It's not. There's no
Like-
way a guy like Al Snow's going to have it because he's fucking 60 and does steroids.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
just I think everybody, now everybody knows it's a work, so you can freely stop the match when you have to.
Yeah.
It's not people
And
understand.
if the match stopped when it had to, the crowd is going to understand.
yeah, they're gonna
As
go,
soon as they
something's
go,
wrong.
oh, there's a guy with a mega bad injury. Better. Oh, what did they do when they realized there? The exact same thing they would have done at any point.
right, they knew something was wrong
Yeah.
probably before half of the guys in the ring.
Oh, yeah. You could hear the crowd being like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Unreal, man. Unreal.
fucking crazy.
That's such a crazy situation.
And these referees aren't wrestlers; they're just there to take a spot once in a while.
I mean, sometimes they are, sometimes they're not.
of
Sometimes they're
them-
ex-wrestlers.
Yeah.
Most of the time they're not.
Yeah, most of the time
You
it's
know?
a different thing. They're not.
And of
really-
course, like the best refs are usually going to be guys that spent their whole lives as refs.
they have to at least be trained in how to take certain things.
Sure,
but-
of course. I mean, a lot of the refs take some kind
and I'm
of
sure
bump.
they even rehearsed that spot.
Yeah.
But
They could have. Yeah.
so now it's just it
And
goes
then
wrong.
it went wrong. And that there's not up until the point where people recognize he's having a seizure and then they do nothing about it. Everything is just a freak accident, and
Right,
it's totally understood. It's the point when the old timer dude gets up next to him, takes a good watches him, sees, and then goes, "Get the fuck out of here," and drags us right off the bat. Right off the bat, everybody should start whipping that guy's ass.
yeah.
Guy's having a fucking seizure and just whip his ass. He earned it because it's like, dude, how are you that stupid?
Yeah.
There's no way. There's no way, man. Oh, to be fair, guess who is the person in the ring calling the match, though? Usually the person with the headset is the ref. So the talent's going, we now lost our communication from the back. So
Right.
that's not helping anything.
Yeah.
But it don't matter.
But still, the veteran guy
veteran
should know
guy
what to
sees
do.
a dude having a fucking seizure and just manhandles him.
Yeah, that's
Crazy.
the bottom line.
Crazy. What if he
Because
broke his
Stone Cold
neck
said
and
so.
you're like, let's drag him by his shirt?
Exactly.
Now he's dead, and it's your fault.
Yeah, and now
Are
it's
you going to go to
fucking-
Are you going to go stand trial for murder charges?
Right.
Because you chose to drag him stupidly, and that killed him if his neck
Well,
broke.
and this day and age, you also know that millions and millions are gonna see that moment.
Yeah, they are.
and
dude.
you're fucking you're
toast,
the,
bro.
You're the fucking retard.
He's
standing
so
there.
toast. He's so toast.
I don't know.
It's such a yeah. The whole situation sucks. I'm glad the ref's okay, but holy fuck.
So yeah, that was interesting. Just the thing it just like kind of that shit just like pops up. It's
Yeah.
like one of the first things I see on Reddit. is
Absolutely.
fucking wrestling accidents.
That's been a big story
Yeah,
for sure. I've seen
shame.
it. A lot of people talking about it.
But yeah, I don't know. You know, get well soon, my guy.
My dude.
Mr.
Yeah.
Edwards.
Yeah, that's funny. And again, it seems like he's going to be okay. So
Yeah.